Hey guys, I'm Rick and I'm with the Phat Hat band, and tonight we're playing at the Varsity Theater using the new PreSonus RM32AI Rackmount digital mixer. Oh. Don't get that one on video. So we've been using StudioLive mixers for 5-6 years now. We found that after the iPad connectivity came out, we weren't really hardly touching the faders on the mixer. It kind of sat on stage with the band and our sound guy was cruising around with the iPad. So when the RM32 came out, it was literally the perfect product for us. Basically that it's 32 channels in one rack. Tonight, I'm gonna give you a little glimpse of what a typical gig is. Hopefully you like it. Okay, so now we've loaded in, and let me just go through what's in the rack and kind of how we have stuff hooked up. So from the bottom, this is the RM32AI, and of course, all of my physical connections, all of my mics are gonna be plugged into here. These are analog outputs on the front, so I'm gonna be able to feed some powered monitors on stage with this, and also my front of house outputs are right here at the end. Now on the back of the RM32 is also a mirror copy of these analog outputs on DB25 connectors, and I'm using those to feed all of these in-ear units right here. So a lot of the guys are using wireless in-ears. You know, that way I don't have to run cables from the front to the back. It basically comes straight off of the back, mirror copy, and that really has saved, I mean, you know, at least 10 minutes on the gig of just having to patch stuff. I also have an HP60 headphone amplifier, which is a 6-channel headphone amp, because some of the musicians don't like using wireless in-ears. They want to use wired, so we can go straight out of here to headphones or to just wired in-ears. And last but not least, at the top is my guitar processor. It's an AXFX Fractal Audio, and I'm going to be playing that tonight. So let's talk about some of the other hookups. This is my wireless router, and what I'm doing is going from the RM32's Ethernet output straight into the Linksys on one of the LAN ports, the blue LAN ports. And then additionally, I've got my laptop, which is going to remain here because we're going to also record the gig as well as be able to control the mixer on stage. And I've got two connections coming out of this. I've got the Ethernet output of the laptop feeding one of the LAN ports, and also the FireWire 800 port of the laptop is feeding the RM32AI. And lastly, we have a Windows 8 touchscreen out front at front of house, also plugged into one of the blue LAN inputs. So what that does is it gives us a physical connection to the rack mixer. And so, you know, if something happens, if somebody needs a little something, and let's just say if we have, you know, bad Wi-Fi interference, we always have a hardwired connection. So that's really cool. In a few minutes before the band gets here, we're gonna do a little virtual sound check. So let's go do that. So what is a virtual sound check anyway? Well, if the band is at dinner or if they're late, which is most typically the case, then we can come in and basically play some recorded tracks from the night before or the week before. Every track will come through a separate channel on the mixer, and our sound guy can walk around the room with the iPad or go in front of the touchscreen, really get about 75% of the way there. Then when the band gets here, we're gonna be able to do a real sound check, and really at that point, we're really very close, and they're gonna just fine tune using QMix or UC Surface on their iPhones or iPads, and then we'll be ready to play this gig. So let's rock it.
It sounds really, really funky.
All right, so we did it. The gig is over. The RM32 really came through. We rolled in with one rack, and we were able to do 9 separate monitor mixes, plus run front of house, plus control the monitor mixer and the live sound mixer with our wireless devices and some wired devices. And to top it all off, we also recorded the show, 32 tracks. So within the next couple of days, I'm gonna try to do a little mix down and post it up and see what you guys think. So thanks for sticking with it, and I hope you enjoyed it.